Hello and welcome along to this Women's Tier 2, Tier 1 relegation playoff. We've got two games for you in store today. Game 1 we have Bloomsbury Futsal versus the University of Liverpool, and we're coming to you live from the University of Derby in this fantastic facility here in Derby County. My name's Braden and I'll be taking you through the highs and lows of all the action today. We have a lot to look forward to here today. We'll start with the teams, and home team first. We've got, lining up for Bloomsbury, we've got Donker in goal, Scotland, Vieira, Jenkins, McGreevy and Salah, and joining them we have Moffat, Aldine and Williams. Consistent lineup for Bloomsbury throughout the season, joining us again today. And then for Liverpool, we've got Hannah Austin in goal, we've got Moran, Camp, Slade, Brooks and Ogden, with coach Joe Ryan, who I caught up with just before the game. Sounds like a busy man, Joe Ryan, involved with a lot of different sort of futsal and football projects up in Liverpool. Sounds like he's 7 days a week and absolutely loving it. I'm sure the girls have really appreciated his commitment and support this season, and we'll be leaving it all out on the court today. Everything to play for here. Both teams really want to win this match in their fight for promotion to stay in this Tier 1 competition next season. Both Bloomsbury Futsal and the University of Liverpool were Tier 1 teams this season. They were joined by two Tier 2 teams for a playoff pool at the end of the season, which is where we're getting to the pointy end of now, and how both teams would dearly love to stay up in Tier 1 next season, all to play for. The teams just lining up and getting ready to join us here on court. If you're just switching over from the BT Sport coverage of the Women's Tier 1 final, what an absolute humdinger of a game we had there. Has to be said, it was an upset win for Birmingham. Helvetia, the team who went the whole season unbeaten, clearly favourites. But that's futsal for you. Birmingham, a spirited effort. It looked as though they were still missing their key player, Alicia Miller, but it didn't stop them. Birmingham, an absolute world-class performance to snatch that victory 4-2 and become the Tier 1 champions for 2022. Back live here, and we're kicking off with the formalities. Looks like Bloomsbury have won the coin toss. A decision's been made. I'm not sure what that decision is, but nonetheless, kickoff will be imminent. Looks as if we've got Bloomsbury in the gold with the kickoff, which means Liverpool is in the blue. This really is a fantastic facility here in Derby. Obviously there are quite a lot of lines to deal with from a visual perspective. We're using the orange lines, but the surface looks outstanding. And a lovely viewing area where we've got the live stream set up today. And it'll be Jim Aldean to kick us off. The University of Nottingham graduate. She's been captain there for the last 2 seasons. Got good support here up in the grandstand. And the University of Liverpool win the ball back straight away. But Bloomsbury win it back. Frantic start for both teams as they jostle for possession in the middle of the court, and this time it's Bloomsbury with their foot on the ball. Here is Aldean looking to set the tempo for this Bloomsbury side. Strong drive through the middle and a shot deflected out for a kick in on the near side. McGreevy who will take the kick in. She was the one who drove through the middle, and becoming a characteristic trait of McGreevy a few weeks ago, she displayed that numerous times, creating lots of opportunities, so it's definitely one to watch as Liverpool are now in possession and they've got a kick in deep in their own half. Bloomsbury setting up at half court. Now they creep a little higher and try to put some pressure on this University of Liverpool side. Again, there's a fight for the ball in the middle of the court. And it finds its way out for a Liverpool kick-in. Apologies, Bloomsbury kick-in. Liverpool were just setting quite a high line, obviously looking to deny Bloomsbury any space to settle into the game and find the way out of their own half. They go direct and it is cut out. Pass there from Kemp just a little astray, and again it'll be a Bloomsbury kicking in their own half. Again, Liverpool setting a really high line, looking to suffocate any space for this Bloomsbury side. And again they win it, same result. But Bloomsbury come away with the ball, and now they want to kick in Liverpool's half. So early signs on how both teams are going to approach this game today, as we can see the University of Liverpool looking to set a really high line and try to win the ball high up the court. They've been successful twice. Shot deflected and falls to Bloomsbury's feet. They're looking to regain a bit of control. Nice little 1-2, but just a little too firm there from Aldean. The space opened up. There was good awareness of where the channels were. The space for the pass was in the middle of the court. Rolled into Aldean. Tried to play it first time. Maybe a first touch would have been useful. And the long ball there from the University of Liverpool again finds its way out of court. I wonder if that's a bit of a tactic here from Liverpool. They're happy to lose the ball high up the court and then try to win the ball back through their pressing. And they do regain possession again. This time it'll be a kick-in for Danielle Kemp. She's unfortunately got the wrong line. They foreshadowed the start of the match. Lots of lines to keep up with. Very similar gradients of yellow and orange. Have a fight for the ball on the far side and it falls the way of Bloomsbury. Again, Liverpool trying to set their high line. This time they left space in between to play. And Bloomsbury just trying to be patient on the ball and pick those holes. The danger for Liverpool, if they do want to step high, they are going to open space in the middle of the court for Bloomsbury to play through. And it's a risk-reward game. Bloomsbury being pressed again, and now Liverpool have the chance. It's a shot. It's the best chance of the game so far. This time it fell to Kat Moran. She had a good touch, got the ball out of feet. Good opportunity to test the keeper, but this time it was just wide on the near side. I think that's really what the University of Liverpool were going to be looking for today. Or it seemed as if that's how they've started, is trying to win the ball high up the court and be direct. Here's Aldine. Great feet, nice little roll. Lovely pass. What a goal there from Bloomsbury. It's a lovely little move there from Aldine. She had composure on the ball. Got her head up, realised she could roll her defender, and then had the composure to just play it back inside as we watch the replay. It's Aldine on the ball. Nice little ball roll, good awareness, great little check move there. And it's the first goal of the match for Bloomsbury. And it was that girl, Kate McGreevy. As I said, she was a real threat a few weeks ago, and she's popped up early here for Bloomsbury. That's a lovely futsal goal to get us underway. Bloomsbury 1, University of Liverpool 0. Just coming up, 3.5 minutes gone here in this first half. It's the dream start for coach Liam Francis. As Bloomsbury look to again find their way up the court. It's some lovely footwork. First substitutions made of the day, and they just pick up where they left off. Nice vision, early ball. It breaks for Liverpool. 2-on-1. But it's well defended. And now there's a chance going the other way for Bloomsbury. Ball to the back post, and it's still alive there for Bloomsbury. But now it's with the goalkeeper. It's end-to-end stuff a little bit here. That goal just releasing a bit of pressure valve. And both teams have thrown a little bit of caution to the wind. A little cheeky nutmeg on the far side, but Liverpool weren't able to maintain possession. Good vision for a little flick over the top. But the ball finds its way out at half court, and it'll be a Bloomsbury kick-in. As we tick over that 4-minute mark, both teams starting to make substitutions. Around about the time that most teams do look to make the subs. Futsal obviously being stop clock. The time that most coaches seem to work towards is around 4 minutes on the court. At the time, obviously, if a player's fatigued, they'll get themselves off earlier, and sometimes they're asked to do a little bit more. It's a great strike, and I think it was just a hand there from Donker. Although I could be wrong. From where I was standing, it looked like it was a good save, tipped it onto the bar, but she was happy to give up the credit and take the goal throw. Bloomsbury win the ball, and they counter-attack again. Again, something that Liverpool are going to have to be aware of if they are going to set that high line. They're committing numbers forward into Bloomsbury's half, so if they do lose the ball, or if Bloomsbury can play through them, there's a lot of space for Bloomsbury to drive into. Vieira on the near side plays the ball in. Snuffed out by Bloomsbury. Although there's a tussle for the ball, and now the University of Liverpool come away with it. And now it's down the other end for Bloomsbury. Timely intercept. That ball was destined for the back post. And as the possession changed 3 or 4 times there, It was getting a little frantic before it found its way out. It'll be a kick in for the University of Liverpool. It'll be Ogden on this near side. She plays it into Camp. Bloomsbury now stepping a little higher. Gave up some space in the middle of the court. Chance now for Liverpool. And it'll be a kick in high up the court for the University of Liverpool. What can they work here from this set piece? Looking for the back post, but it's too easy for Amadonka. Uses her 4 seconds. I was going to say uses her 4 seconds well, and I think she was fine, but the referee's called a handball, as he's demonstrating there. Amadonka just guilty of not releasing the ball before it was over the line. Disappointing one there. It's not something you often see called, but eagle eyes there from the referee on the near side. And now a really good opportunity here for the University of Liverpool. Shot straight at the goalkeeper, it's still alive, but now it falls, still there for Liverpool. And now the shot's wide, and Kat Moran's disappointed there. She felt it was a good opportunity. The ball just fell for her on her right foot, just outside the D, and she couldn't hit the target. Usually we expect her to, we've seen her this season, at least challenge the keeper from there. Nice little pull push on this near side from Ogden. She's looked good since she's been on, has Kerry Ogden. There's a ball from Warren, but it's cut out. And now Bloomsbury with the chance to counter-attack. University of Liverpool with players back. It's well defended. They had numbers behind the ball, and it was Danielle Kemp who had a timely tackle there and wins the kick-in for the University of Liverpool. Untidy there from both teams, and it falls for the University of Liverpool. Another strike, and this time it's a goal, and it is the University of Liverpool's captain, Kat Warren. It's her 3rd chance. This time she does hit the target direct. Here's it. So we just see the replay. Again, it falls to her nicely. It's an early strike. Not much of a backlift. May have caught Amadonka off guard a little bit with the power she was able to gain from just a short backlift through the hands of Amadonka, and squares it up here in Derby with 13 minutes to play in the first half. It's Bloomsbury 1, University of Liverpool 1. Now look, University of Liverpool come away again. It's still alive. Now it's with Bloomsbury. Kept in here on the near side. Nice feet. Now it's cut out. We're a little bit end to end here. Both teams with opportunities. But the ball runs out of play, and it's a kick in for Bloomsbury on the near side. There's some lovely footwork we saw there from Faye Williams. Referees decided it's a goal throw, and we're back underway. Ball's out of court. More subs for Bloomsbury, and Rachel Moffat back on the court, assuming that fixo role, organising the defence. She gets the angles right this time, and Bloomsbury win the ball, but then they give it straight back, and there's a little bit of a fight for the ball, and it's Amadonka who wins the challenge, although Bloomsbury cough up possession straight away. Again, a little untidy from both teams there. And it's nice feet there. Great vision. Brilliant build-up play here from Liverpool, but they just run out of real estate. Lovely footwork. Good vision just to find that pass in the middle of the court, find the 1-2, but as I say, run out of space in the end. But in patches, we're seeing some really quality moments from both teams. As I said, both teams competed in the Tier 1 competition this year. A lovely little dink down the line. Good awareness of where the space was. 3v2 still there for Bloomsbury. Ball to the back post. Chance. What a save. Brilliant opportunity there for Bloomsbury. But it was Hannah Austin who read the ball to the back post. Committed with her split save. I think she was sliding before the ball had even got to the Bloomsbury player's feet. Good anticipation from the University of Liverpool number 1, and it really should be 2-1 to Bloomsbury. Not taking anything away from how brilliant that save was, but it was such a good opportunity there for Bloomsbury. Direct this time from Liverpool, and it's over the top. It'll be Amadonka to get us underway. With Moffat now. She's got McGreevy on that far side. Tries to find Aldine, but it's cut out, and now it's the University of Liverpool. Sold her defender a little bit there, but opted for the scoop turn rather than the roll. If she was able to roll the ball backwards there, she would have beaten the defender. Nonetheless, it's a Bloomsbury kick-in. Again, Liverpool really high, committing 3 players in the attacking half. Now it's 3v3. Bloomsbury with a chance. Can they find the back post? It's well cut out. Dahlia Sala's been really effective for the Bloomsbury side since she's entered the match. Great feet and good vision. And again, Liverpool commit 3 players high up the court. Bloomsbury opt to try to play through them. Again, it's a little flick down the line from Salah. Good awareness. It was the right ball from Aldine, but just not much space to work with. Now Bloomsbury have all 4 players back behind the ball. And there's no way through there for Kerry Ogden. Sophie Brooks back on the court for Liverpool as well. Nice movement from Salah to open up the channel for Aldine, and chance for Liverpool. It's a great strike. Good reaction save from Amadonka. It just fell to the University of Liverpool player. Snapshot on her left foot. Asked a lot out of the Bloomsbury goalkeeper Amadonka, but she was up to the challenge. And midway through this first half, it's all tied up at 1 goal each. Corner now for Liverpool. They go direct, but it's cut out by Moffat. This time it's Ogden who puts the ball out. And that'll be a timeout for Bloomsbury. So, as I say, midway through this first half, 10 minutes gone, and Liam Francis has decided it's time to just have a quick chat to his team. I wonder if he's picked up something tactical that he can just give to the girls here. My best guess would be something to do with the way that Liverpool are defending. They're committing a lot of players high, and they're leaving a bit of space in their own half, and I just wonder if Liam spotted an opportunity to be a little more direct, create a one-on-one in the attacking half and play the ball over, but unfortunately I'm about 100 yards away, so I have no idea what he's saying. That's a siren for the end of the timeout. Really enjoyable game we've had here this morning, first 10 minutes. As I said, lots of moments of really high quality. In particular that goal from Bloomsbury. Great footwork. Has broken down a little bit in patches where both teams get into that transition. For the most part, a really good competitive game of futsal here in Derby. Ogden there being pressured. Finds a teammate on the near side, but Sala intercepts and it's an attacking kick-in for Liverpool. Chance, goal, University of Liverpool. Quickly taken corner, and it was an unmarked player right on the top of the D. Really disappointing there if you're Bloomsbury. You can see as we watch the replay, players turning their back and not staying alert. It was a good ball to the top of the D and just a clinical finish. Lovely little interplay there, by the way, from Bloomsbury as we get back underway. But they must be disappointed to go behind like that, just switching off in defence. Good awareness from the University of Liverpool. It was Sophie Brooks who took that quick corner, found Erin Slade on the top of the D, and she did not miss. Great ball there, chance, goal! Straight back. And it's Kate McGreevy again. And Bloomsbury do strike back straight away. And it was not dissimilar from the first goal. A lovely little ball to the top of the D where McGreevy's timed her run brilliantly, and she is happy about that. Perfect response there after letting in a soft goal to go back down the other end and make it happen. Here is McGreevy, the goal scorer. She tries to play out, but she gives up possession, and now it's with the University of Liverpool. This is Ogden. Does really well, does Ogden. Ball to the back post, still there. It's well worked there from Liverpool. University of Liverpool win the ball back high up the court. And they win a kick-in. Touch and shot. Falls to Ogden. And a swaying leg just puts the ball out for a goal throw. Bloomsbury now. Again, a 3v3 in their own half. This time Liverpool being a little more conservative, leaving one player high but allowing the other two to be free. And now they creep. They just haven't quite pressed together well enough, and they've let Bloomsbury out. Now they get the chance to break. It's a one-on-one. Defenders retreating, and the ball just goes out for a corner. University of Liverpool, they're defending maybe just a little guilty of not committing enough numbers forward. If they are going to press, they just left one player high there, and there was a little too much space, and it allowed Bloomsbury to break. But then they did win it and break well, and now they have themselves a corner. And it's a well-taken set piece. Ball fired back to the top of the D. First time shot, and it just goes wide. Amadonka goes long, but it's cut out. Another chance. Great strike, and it's saved from Amadonka. It was a great first touch and a really well taken strike. I think it was Danielle Kemp Camp. Shouts for a free kick, and they do get it. And Sophie Brooks has shown a yellow card for delaying the restart of play there. It's a set piece for Bloomsbury right on half court. Bit of an awkward distance out for a creative set piece, but they've tried to work a shot, and unfortunately the distance is just a little too much, and shots high and wide. This is Camp. Finds Ogden. Back to Camp. Cut out by Bloomsbury, but Liverpool keep possession. To Kicken, still trying to find the way out of their half. Go direct this time. It's a lovely ball over the top to Ogden, but Amadonka times the challenge well. There's a little bit of a fight for possession in the middle of the court, and it's Liverpool who come out on top. And they use the middle of the court well, 3v2, but it's cut out. It's McGreevy again. She's been brilliant this half. Has McGreevy still there trying to link up, and she does this time with Moffat. Moffat just trying to slow things down and get a bit of control. Be careful here, Bloomsbury. They get a little bit lucky, and now they've got a chance. A 2v1. Opts for the topo, but it was probably the right decision. Here's Moffat, 2v1. And McGreevy just can't find her with the return pass. You could see what they were trying to do there, Bloomsbury. It was a nice little fake and ball to the corner. The ball back to the top of the D just didn't quite find its intended target, and now they come again. Here's Ogden. She's got a bit of space, does Ogden. Just probably didn't realise how much time she had on the ball there. Now it's McGreevy. Waiting for a run. Really good from McGreevy. Good awareness of where the space is. And there for McGreevy. Go! And there's the hat-trick. What a first half she's having here. It's Kate McGreevy. It was brilliant awareness at half court. There was the run through the middle. Her teammate showed for the ball in the middle. She realised it wasn't on. She rolled, went herself. Got a bit lucky there with the 1-2. But that's what happens when you fire the ball into the back post. If it doesn't find your teammate, often there's a little touch towards goal, and this time it came back to McGreevy, and she completes her first half hat-trick. It's Bloomsbury 3, courtesy of Kate McGreevy, and University of Liverpool 2. So after going one goal down there after the last time out, Bloomsbury have had a great response, and they've got themselves back in the lead. Lead changing hands for the third time. Seems to be two really evenly matched sides out here today. 6 minutes to play in this first half. Back underway, it's Ogden looking to find Slade. Slade and Ogden linking up nicely. Winning Liverpool were kicking. A dangerous area. All five Bloomsbury players back in their own goal. Corner here for Brooks. She goes direct. It's cut out by Amadonka. Now here are Liverpool with Slade. Chance. Great save, Amadonka. She's come out of her area well today, Zimadonka, or at least come off her line well, timed those challenges well. It's another opportunity here for Liverpool. It's Ogden. Back to Slade. Shouts for a handball, but it doesn't matter because she's put the ball in the top corner. What a finish there from Slade. Erin Slade's been threatening all half. And I look forward to seeing the replay on that one. It's a little untidy. The direct ball back from Slade's cut out, and it just falls to her, and she does not miss, does Erin Slade. And a long-range effort from Bloomsbury now as we're back live. So it's all tied up again here, 3-3. Falls to Bloomsbury. There's a shot from Erin Jenkins. Chances are flowing here in Derby. Tries to do a little nutmeg, doesn't quite come off this time. It's the University of Liverpool with another attacking kick in. They've been threatening from these positions in this half. They go direct again, but it falls to Bloomsbury, and now they come away through Jenkins. Jenkins being pounded on that far side. She does find a way out, and the ball's been cut out, although now Bloomsbury win it and they counter. Fortunately, just the ball picked up a bit of momentum there and ran away from the Bloomsbury captain. Scotland couldn't quite hunt it down. This is Slade. Goes down the line. Brooks does well. She did link up with Kemp in a little uncharacteristic misunderstanding between Kemp and Slade. They give the ball back to Bloomsbury. Williams tries to play through the middle, and it's really well dealt with. It's super awareness from Larissa Vieira. She looks to have great feet, does Vieira, on the ball here, about to take the kick in. It was a challenging pass to receive in the middle of the court. She does well to get her foot on top of the ball well and put her body between the ball and the defender. This is Scotland. Vieira. Again, look at the footwork from Vieira. She's beaming with confidence now as Vieira. And again, great footwork this time from Jenkins. Vieira does well again. As you can see, the confidence just beaming out of these two Bloomsbury players. The referee just calls a rolling foul. Corner here for Bloomsbury in the near side. It's Vieira. Holds her pass and tries to find a player in the middle of the court. It's cut out, and now Liverpool have a chance, but just a little too much on that pass to Ogden, and it goes out. And so Vieira gets her arrest. Wow, what a patch of play from Vieira and Jenkins. Fantastic footwork. It's nothing I like to see more than a player wearing some Aztecs running shoes, absolutely shredding on the futsal court. Dean this time in the Nike tempos, but we give up possession, and it's the University of Liverpool this time. Great little ball through. Nice from Salah. This is Dean, Scotland. Again, Liverpool pressing high, trying to win the ball high up the court. But Bloomsbury doing well at the moment to absorb that pressure. The middle opens up. Dean finds Salah. Salah's hounded by Camp. What a battle we have on our hands here. It's just under 3 minutes to play and scores are locked at 3-3. Scotland now breaking. Finds General Dean, who just can't quite link up with her teammate, and it's Slade who wins the ball back for University of Liverpool. Here is Slade. Now it's Camp. Nice turn. Camp Moran did really well to turn her player there, trying to find Ogden at the far post. Here is Ogden. Clever little ball. Misguided, but it was good awareness from Ogden. She turned her body to fake playing the ball to the opposite flank and then just slipped it through into her pivot. Just didn't quite execute. Now the ball's with Bloomsbury. Faye Williams doing well, cutting inside and linking up with Salah, but doesn't come off for Liverpool, for Bloomsbury, and it's Liverpool ball. Liverpool using Austin, giving up possession. Jim Rodine asking for a run. Both Bloomsbury players making the same run this time. And now they give up possession. Great challenge from Scotland. And it's just wide. It's just what you want to see your Fixo doing there. Timing that challenge, positive touch forward, and a strike. Unfortunately for Bloomsbury, just wide this time from Scotland. Direct ball, great ball to Ogden. What a ball from Danielle Camp. She found the run of Ogden, and then the ball was on to Slade to the back post, but Ogden, unfortunately for Liverpool, just couldn't quite execute there. She was disappointed with herself. She knew what an opportunity that was. You get the feeling it's one of those games that the team that takes those sorts of opportunities today is going to come out on top, because it feels like they are going to come reasonably often. Both teams are getting lots of opportunities. It's the team that puts those opportunities away. It feels like a high-scoring match. Just over a minute to play here in this first half. It's Bloomsbury 3, Liverpool 3. If you've just joined us, Bloomsbury went 1-0 up, 2-1 down, 3-2 up, and now it's 3-3. Here's Ogden. Links up with Moran. Scotland again. Scotland strong in the middle of the court. And the referee had already blown his whistle there, which is why the game's been called back. Liam Francis, disappointed would be an adjective used to describe the body language we're seeing from Liam Francis. But quite clearly the referee had called the foul. It's the right decision. Scotland had gone down, she'd been fouled, she'd appealed for the challenge, the referee had given it. Fortunately, Francis just hadn't heard the whistle go. .50 seconds to play here in this first half. McGreevy back on the court. There's another hold up as this time another player for the University of Liverpool, their captain, Camp Moran, receives a yellow card. Not quite sure what for. I don't know if it was the challenge or if there was some afters from Moran, but either way, she's seen the yellow card. And now that's 2 players for the University of Liverpool on a warning. First player was Sophie Brooks, who picked up a yellow earlier in the game. It's Kate McGreevy back on the court and on the ball for Bloomsbury. Already scored 3 goals. She made another good attacking run there, but it wasn't picked up. Now they find her with McGreevy. Brilliant run from Geraldine. 30 seconds to play. Here's Scotland. Liverpool win the ball back. They opt this time to secure possession, although not for long. There's tussle for the ball. Oh, Sala's shot early there. Sort of opened up as a bit of a 3-on-2. And McGreevy had a case for requesting the ball at the back post, but Sala shot early. And it's found its way out for a Bloomsbury corner kick with 6 seconds remaining. Can they peel another one back and actually take the advantage leading into the half? It's well read from Slade. Scotland now looking to just see out the half. And that'll be half time. What an enjoyable half we've had here in Derby. As I said, the lead changing multiple times, but it's found its way to 3 goals each at the break. Bloomsbury versus the University of Liverpool in this relegation playoff. Don't go anywhere. Join us right back here in just a minute. See you for the second half.
Well, I get we've got another game after one exercise. We've got exactly 15 minutes. That's 42, 45, half past. Through, I've got 2, nothing.
Okay, but depends on how many times you kick it out. Great, thank you, man.
Welcome back to the second half here from the University of Derby. What a first half we saw, with the lead changing hands several times. Currently stands at Bloomsbury 3, University of Liverpool 3. If you're just joining us, it's Bloomsbury in the gold and University of Liverpool in the blue. Some fabulous goals in the first half. A Greavy from Bloomsbury scoring all 3 of their goals. And then a mixed bag for the University of Liverpool. False start there to the second half. Just the Bloomsbury goal receiving a bit of DIY. Now we're live, and it's the University of Liverpool to get us underway. Roll down the line, trying to find Slade, but it just goes out. And it'll be Scotland, the Bloomsbury captain, to get us going again. Ball through the middle of the court, cut out. A collision of bodies, and Liverpool have possession. This is Sophie Brooks going direct. A decent ball from Brooks, who picked up a yellow card in the first half. 2 players from the University of Liverpool picked up yellow cards in the first half. So just something that they'll have to be aware of. Never something you want to be doing, losing a player, but particularly when you've got a thin bench, as Joe Ryan does today here. This is Bloomsbury, brilliant speed of pass there from Scotland. She was fantastic in the first half, was the Bloomsbury captain. She leads with real authority from the back. This time they lose possession to Bloomsbury, and it's Liverpool with a kick in on the near side. Camp linking up with Brooks, but it's again Scotland who steps in. Here's Brooks again. Camp. Again trying to just roll it down the line, this time to Ogden, but it's cut out again by Scotland. Camp realising she's still got Scotland to deal with, probably makes the right decision and plays safer this time. And it was Brooks who went direct and has won Liverpool a corner. And they were really effective in the first half from set piece, from corner and kicking. They go again, and again it falls. Chance here for Liverpool. Oh, and it's just wide. It was Amadonka again. We've seen it numerous times in the first half, just timing that challenge really well. And again they go direct. Amadonka does enough to secure possession. Again, Liverpool pressing high up the court. Ogden doing really well, catching Jenkins just a little unawares. Really aggressive pressure from Liverpool. And it's clear the lines from Jenkins. Liverpool just have definitely come out with an intensity about them, looking to really assert their dominance high up the court. Effective for them at the moment. Something that takes a lot of effort though, so we'll see how long they can keep that level of intensity up. Moffat just gets the ball stuck under her foot and then gives up possession. This is Camp, Ogden, and now it's Brooks back to Ogden. Lovely 1-2, nice play there. Shouts for a foul, but it seems to be all ball from where I'm standing. It seemed to be a well-timed challenge there from Moffat. Doesn't make the fall any softer. And Liverpool get through to the back post. And it's still there. Bodies flying everywhere. Again, it was Amadonka with a timely challenge. The goal was left open, but the ball just couldn't find its way to a Liverpool player. It was all hands to the pump for the Bloomsbury side as they win the ball high. This time it's Jenkins driving, tries to find McGreevy. This time she does. One-on-one with Ogden. Shouts for the ball to be out, but referee says play on. Joe Ryan's still waving. Chance. Joe Ryan's still with his hand up. Not sure if he's got a frozen shoulder up there, but no, we're down. Oh, it's back up. Might be a signal for substitutions or something. Sorry, I just got a little distracted by Joe Ryan's left hand. The goalkeeper down for Liverpool, but she seems to be on her feet now, and it's a free kick for Bloomsbury on the far side in a really threatening area. You've got pretty much the whole Liverpool team back in the goal area. They force Bloomsbury to play backwards and eventually give up possession. This is Hannah Austin. Strong distribution. Whereas Ogden gets a little lucky. Wins a free kick. Here is Ogden. One-on-one with Scotland. Difficult player to come up one-on-one against is the Bloomsbury captain, and now Liverpool look to try and launch a counter-attack. It's a fight for the ball, really. Liverpool trying to find a way through this well-organised defence, and they do this time through Camp. Now it's Aldine. Falls there for Liverpool. Chance! Good chance! And it's wide. Amadonka again. Coming up huge here for Bloomsbury is Amadonka early in the second half. She's made some timely challenges and rightfully, I think, wins her team a goal throw. Maybe a little bit of banter as well, but they've given the ball away. Chance, Ogden, goal! And Bloomsbury give up possession right on top of their D and get punished for it. So we watch the replay, and I think it's McGreevy, the goal scorer, who's coughed up possession right on top of the D. And with the high line that Liverpool are setting, they just can't do that, Bloomsbury, and they guilty again of just showing too much of the ball. And it's that high intensity, high pressure from University of Liverpool that's coming out on top at the moment. And for the second time today, the University of Liverpool have come from behind to take the lead. Still there for Liverpool, not cleared, but now it falls for Bloomsbury as it's Jenkins who drives strongly. Tries to link up with McGreevy. Just lacked a little bit of conviction there in their counter-attack to Bloomsbury. Caught in two minds. First substitutions of the half made for Bloomsbury. Carrying a much deeper bench today than the University of Liverpool. And it's Faye Williams and Larissa Vieira back on in those Aztecs. Here is Faye Williams. Ogden tries to go direct, and it's a little wasteful as Jim Ogden does. Aldine does really well. Shot from McGreevy. She's chasing a bucket load of goals today is McGreevy, and I wouldn't want to bet against her scoring again. Nice little movement from Gemma Dean there. She got in behind the University of Liverpool defender, just created a pocket of space and almost an opportunity to shoot. Nice little link-up play there from Camp and Slade, but Bloomsbury there, and unfortunately again coughing up possession deep in their own half, and it's the University of Liverpool who score again. Bloomsbury guilty of making the same mistake. Just too casual with possession deep in their own half. And it's brilliant work from the University of Liverpool. Pressing from Camp. And for the first time they've opened up a 2-goal lead over Bloomsbury. University of Liverpool being rewarded for that high line, being rewarded for that attacking positive style of futsal that they're trying to play out there. It's high risk, high reward stuff for the University of Liverpool at the moment. And again, Liverpool pressing high and asking a lot of questions out of this Bloomsbury side. You can see the momentum all with Liverpool at the moment. Bloomsbury just lacking maybe someone to take control out there at the moment. Greavy trying to do so there, deep in her own half, but unfortunately all the spaces in front of them at the moment. As Liverpool win the ball again, and it's a good strike. It's well saved from Amadonka. It was straight at her, but she stood her ground well. Williams back heel just misguided, and now ball to the back post. Ogden off the upright, still live. It's relentless from the University of Liverpool. They win the ball high, they play quickly. And Bloomsbury are in danger of going down another at the moment. Great little ball, what a goal! Brilliant futsal goal there from the University of Liverpool. Great awareness, ball to the top of the D. Ogden had made the run to the back post, just out of the defender's sight. And it's really good awareness from Camp, I think it was, who found Ogden, and a cute finish. Those aren't always easy. An acute angle, unmarked on the top, just allowed too much space with Camp. Composure to pick out Ogden, and just a dink strike over Amadonka, and you don't see too many more composed goals than that. So, still early here in the second half, and the University of Liverpool up 3-0. It was a timeout called from Liam Francis, just trying to break that momentum that's clearly with the University of Liverpool at the moment. And as we can see, it's Scotland supporting, doing a lot of the communicating in that timeout. I wonder if we might see just some personnel changes to mix things up a little bit here for Bloomsbury. Don't think we will. I think Francis is sticking with the four. Four very skillful and talented players out there for Bloomsbury at the moment. As I said, just maybe missing someone with taking a little bit of control and just deciding when to play and when to go at the moment. But they're determined to get one back out. Bloomsbury. Positive restart after the timeout. See a little bit of wind in their sails. Bloomsbury kick in, high up the court. Just under 7 minutes gone here in the second half. Thought it was going to be a shot from McGreevy, but she fakes it. Now it's with McGreevy. Ball to the top. Still there. And now it's Liverpool's turn to defend. Slade and Kemp this time back in their own D. McGreevy with the early ball to the back post. Pushed wide from Austin, and it'll be a corner for Bloomsbury. What can they work here from the set play? McGreevy looks the obvious target, but again it's Geraldine with that same little movement we talked about last time. Goes to set a block and then turns and just lives in that little pocket of space. There's McGreevy. Bloomsbury ball. Vieira. Williams. This is all Dean. Back to Williams. Good link-up play. Williams with a chance now, but it's snuffed out by Ogden. It's a Bloomsbury kick in on the far side. Again, it's McGreevy assuming the position. Looking like she wants it on her right foot here. She does. Ball back. Chance now for McGreevy. Shouts for a handball. Waved away. Arguably good shouts there for a handball. Ball still alive. And now it's Bloomsbury with all of the momentum. Now this time an early ball from Bloomsbury and Liverpool caught napping. Well, that timeout from Liam Francis has done wonders. You can see his troops have really come out and arm wrestled their way back on top of this match. Still a lot of work to do to get back in it. 3 goals down, but sure a lot more twists in this tale. Vieira finds Aldean, finds Williams. Really have to admire the technique and awareness being displayed by this Bloomsbury for at the moment. Nice from McGreevy. Still there for Bloomsbury. They just can't quite open up a shooting opportunity at the moment. Forced to go direct, and now it's Slade who comes away with it. Firm ball into Ogden, who just can't quite bring it under control. And now a sub's been made for Bloomsbury. It's their captain, Scotland, back on. Geraldine taking a rest. Here's McGreevy, Scotland running the block. Ball to Williams. Williams wins a kick in on that far side. Vieira links up with Scotland. Scotland tries to thread the needle, but it's cut out by it was Sophie Brooks that time. This is Scotland. As I say, Bloomsbury enjoying a period of dominance, but not really creating any out-and-out goal-scoring opportunities, as Bloomsbury are called for a moving block. It was Scotland who tried to set a block for Vieira, but the referee said she was still moving into the player as opposed to being stationary. So it was a free kick to the University of Liverpool. Madonka again giving up possession in the middle of the court. Bloomsbury fortunate this time to come away with it. Austin goes over the top. Finds Slade. Brilliant from Slade to Ogden. It's Vieira who comes away with it. Tries to go direct and does find McGreevy. But the ball wins the race. I'm not sure how the ball made its way through 3 players there, but found its way to the far side, and it's a kick in for the University of Liverpool with just over 10 minutes to play here in the second half. It's the University of Liverpool in the box seat leading 6-3 over Bloomsbury, who have all the work to do. So they bring on some reinforcements. Jenkins, Moffat now on for Bloomsbury. Out there with Scotland and Vieira. And Madonka in goal. This is Jenkins now. Again, Scotland making that shallow run, trying to block her defender. It's Vieira. Good feet. Scotland, great turn. Chance. Scotland trying to just will the ball into the back of the net. They have to be careful here as University of Liverpool attack quickly. It's Ogden. Liverpool brilliant in transition. These girls are always looking for opportunities to attack, catch Bloomsbury off guard, and they've done it numerous times in this match. Really being rewarded for that relentless desire. Here's Brooks. And it's Ogden again. She looks positive every time she's on the ball, does Ogden. Wanting to play forward, wanting to create shooting opportunities. This time it was from distance. And it was wide. Here's a Madonka. Needs to be aware of the 2 players defending high, and she does opt to go a little more direct this time, but it's almost the same result. Although it's been given a Bloomsbury kick in. Rachel Moffat. There's Erin Jenkins. Shouts for a handball, and this one is given. Ogden disagrees. Referees just want to have a quick chat. And I wondered if that's what was happening. Disappointing to see. The referees have come together and decided that it was an intentional handball, and Ogden, who was already on a yellow, picks up her second yellow card, which means it's a red. I have to say, disappointing result there for the University of Liverpool. I don't know if really anyone out there was asking for that, or the game wasn't asking for it. But the referees have come together and made a decision. So just not sure if the game really needed that, but that's the call that's been made. So the University of Liverpool have gone down to 3 players. Here is Moffat now. With Scotland, with Moffat, Scotland. Obviously 4v3 at the moment. They'll have an extra player that'll be the 4v3 for 2 minutes or until Bloomsbury score a goal. If Bloomsbury do score a goal or 2 minutes is elapsed, then Liverpool can bring on their 4th player. Not the player, Ogden, who's been sent off. Unfortunately for Ogden, that's her game over. She's off to the showers. But they can replace with their 1 sub they have. It's a strong strike from Scotland to the back post. It was really nicely worked there from Bloomsbury. They were patient, advancing, trying to find a shooting opportunity. They did, but they just weren't clinical. As I said, there were more twists in this tail, and that one was a full right angle almost a 180, that little twist, and Bloomsbury with a great opportunity to get themselves back into this game. They must take this opportunity and score in this next 2 minutes. They score, it becomes 6-4, and University of Liverpool will be forced to play the final 8.5 minutes with only one sub, or with no sub once she comes on. Here's Jenkins, links up with Vieira. Vieira's got Scotland beside her, but she shoots herself. You'd just like to see Bloomsbury set up again another sort of box possession up the court. They need to win the ball back first, and I'm not sure they have. They haven't. So far, so good for the University of Liverpool, seeing out time with a player less, although they win the ball. Now it's Slade doing really well. The tenacity displayed from Liverpool is keeping them afloat at the moment. Really like to see some urgency from the Bloomsbury team. Need to win the ball and secure some possession high up the court. Again, they're just a little too eager to go forward. It's difficult because the opportunities are there, but you sort of need to sacrifice the half chances to create full chances when you've got a player up. This time they have controlled possession. Here they are again at Scotland. The good chance, and she's hit the upright. Those are the chances they need to create. It was a good chance from Scotland. She's caught it well. Beat the keeper, but it's cannoned into the near upright. And more cards flying, this time for Erin Jenkins. Dangerous here from Jenkins. Referee wants to have a word, and it's not something you really want to be walking away for or really fighting your case. Just accept the yellow card and go on your way. Don't know how many times she's won an argument with a referee, but personally I'm still at 0. That probably says more about my debating skills than anything else. So it will be a University of Liverpool free kick. And it's Jenkins who wins the header, and they can't keep possession. Liverpool doing really well here. So far surviving being a player down. Now they create a chance for themselves. Goal throw for Emma Donker. Time running out with the advantage. Bloomsbury really will want to make the most of this possession now. McGreevy makes a big run through. Not sure she needed the ball there though. It was a decoy run. She'd taken a defender with her. Scotland was free on the top of the D, and she's just the player that they wanted to have the ball. Here's Slade, does really well to keep the ball. Just all of this chewing up that time. And Slade doing really well, winning Liverpool a kick in high up the court. As the University of Liverpool's 4th player, Kat Moran, gets ready to re-enter the game. And it looks as if Liverpool have survived being a player down. crucial. They have crucial for Liverpool. They now have 4 players back on the court. Hannah Austin almost joining in as well. Here's McGreevy, driving centrally. Still driving. Brilliant little reverse ball to Vieira. Chance here for Vieira. Just delayed a little too long. Scotland finds McGreevy. Back to Vieira. Chance here. Ball to the back post. She shoots. And it's bodies in front of the ball for Liverpool. Bloomsbury creating a good opportunity there. 2 shooting chances. They just can't get through this defence at the moment, and this time Scotland gets under the ball. Kemp does well to find Moran down the line. It's the University of Liverpool ball. 6.5 minutes to play here in the second half. It's University of Liverpool 6, Bloomsbury 3. Bloomsbury also have to be aware of the foul count. Currently with 4 fouls to Liverpool's 1. Challenging position to be in, 3 goals down with 1 foul to play with. Salah back on the court now for Bloomsbury. It'll be this 5 for Liverpool to see out the match. As I say, their 1 sub has been taken from them with that red card. So it'll be these 5 players for the University of Liverpool to see out the match. They have 6 minutes. Sort of manage their workload, pick their moments. Have to be careful here. They committed a lot of players forward, leaving some space behind for McGreevy. But Sophie Brooks does enough and actually wins the kick in for Liverpool. Here's Kemp. Flicks back to Brooks. Brooks trying to go direct. It's misguided, but maybe just sort of part of the tactics at the moment for Liverpool. Managing work great. See, they're not pressing as high anymore, are they? The University of Liverpool just trying to manage their workloads. As I said, it was high risk, high reward stuff. Well, I guess they don't need to take the risk anymore. They are in the ascendancy, 3 goals up with 5 minutes to play. And now they're just denying space for Bloomsbury and frustrating them. Here's Brooks, links up again with Kemp. Kemp 1-on-1 with Scotland. Scotland does enough, and now it's McGreevy. Rolls inside, finds Scotland. Scotland turns. Shot! What a strike from Scotland with their left foot. Flashes it across the face of goal, beats everyone. Salah was there at the back post, but from where I am, I think it just flashed behind her. Although it was at about face level, so maybe for the best for Salah. Although I don't doubt she would have got in the way of it if she could have. Liverpool being pressed high now from Bloomsbury, and they need to. Bloomsbury, it's caution to the wind sort of time. If they were going to play fly, this is when we would have expected to see it. So no fly goalkeeper out. We're just expecting the Bloomsbury side to try and press and win the ball everywhere. Scotland. Links up with Vieira. Sala. Here's Vieira again. Scotland. Bloomsbury making their way up the court. Vieira in some space. Still there. Maybe could have shot there, Vieira. She created the space to get the shot away and just opted to pass. Shooting opportunities are going to come at a premium with 4 minutes to play, and Bloomsbury really need to take all the good opportunities they can get. Here's Vieira again. She's dangerous on the top of the D. Silky with the ball. Here's Scotland. Falls to Sala. Chance. It was almost there for McGreevy, trying to repeat her heroics from the first half. Survival mode here for University of Liverpool. But if there's a group of girls who displayed the characteristics you want, well, that's University of Liverpool. They've been relentless throughout this match, and now they're channeling that towards their defense. All 5 players back behind the ball. Trying to suffocate Bloomsbury of any real shooting opportunities. Scotland does really well. Now for Vieira. The chances are coming for Bloomsbury. But the time just keeps ticking over. Austin goes long, falls. A bit of a tussle for the ball, and it ends back with Austin. I think she'll probably look direct for the rest of the match. Slade being left a little bit to just try and make things happen high up the court for Liverpool. A little less keen to put numbers forward, understandably. 3 minutes to play. Here's McGreevy. Gemma Aldine back on the court for Bloomsbury. Nice little reverse ball to Sala. Chance for Aldine. Goal! Bloomsbury! And it's Gemma Aldine. She's just been brought on to the court. Master stroke from Liam Francis. But that's probably giving him a little too much credit, because it was Gemma Aldine who took the opportunity. There was a touch on it, but there was power on the shot, and it's found its way into the top corner. And with under 3 minutes to play, it's Liverpool 6, Bloomsbury 4. But the momentum, most importantly, is with Bloomsbury. Now they've got that one, they've got the belief, they've got the momentum. Can they strike again? Here's McGreevy. And it finds its way through, but Austin does well. Vieira to McGreevy again. Or does she go direct? She does. She finds Aldine. Aldine lays back. Vieira looking for a pass. Now she links up with McGreevy, who finds Aldine. Again, another shot from Aldine. Saved from Austin. And it's Bloomsbury ball. 2 minutes 10 to play. Chances coming thick and fast now for the girls in gold. Nice little block chance. Still not cleared. Chance there for Sala. And then it fell again. Here's McGreevy. Ball to the back post. Now it's with Gemma Aldine. And if you're a University of Liverpool fan, it's edge of your seat stuff with 2 minutes to play. And I think it's a well-timed timeout from Joe Ryan. I wondered if he still had that one up his sleeve. I thought if he had it, he might have sort of used it within the last couple of minutes, but he's held on, and now he's giving his girls a chance to break that momentum, catch their breath, just manage a little bit of fatigue before they have to put everything on the line for the last 2 minutes. I don't think there's much tactical changes going on from Joe Ryan at the moment. It's all mental and effort and how much do you want it. 2 minutes to play. Just find a way to hold on, girls. Well, don't go anywhere. An intriguing 2 minutes we have on our hands here. Bloomsbury will want to score fast. They win the ball back, shouts for a foul, not given. Now it's Bloomsbury coming away. Here's McGreevy. Overload on the far side. Salah, great touch inside. Can she link up? Just goes a little too far. Here's Salah. This is Vieira. McGreevy. Dean. McGreevy, they're going to have to create something soon. They need 2 goals. Here's Vieira, tries to inside, outside, inside. Vieira one-on-one. Looking to turn a defender, but it's really well defended there from Sophie Brooks. She's been stoic in the second half as Brooks. 1:07 on the clock. Here's McGreevy. And it's a good ball to the back post from McGreevy. Dean just a little disappointed with herself that she didn't anticipate that one. Slade, great touch. Trying to just wind that clock down, but Salah has come away with it quickly. It's a 3v2, although players are getting back. Oh, it's a good shot from McGreevy, but it's crucial save from Hannah Austin, who looks to relieve some pressure. And there's a foul given. Geraldine's not happy. An emotional discussion with the referee. The outcomes are the same. That's 5 fouls now for Bloomsbury. Shouts for a handball. Unlucky for Liverpool not to get that. Not only would that have been a handball that would have sent them to the long penalty mark. With 5 fouls on the board, it's 30 seconds to play. Looking really difficult for Bloomsbury now. They really need to score in this possession to have any chance. Good ball, roll inside. Great save from Hannah Austin. It was well worked from Vieira, but Austin stood her ground. And that looks like all that needed to be done for the University of Liverpool, because the clock is running down, and it will be the University of Liverpool 6, Bloomsbury 4. What a game of futsal we have seen here at Derby. The lead changed hands multiple times, but it was that positive start that University of Liverpool made after the break. They came out the better side. They scored 3 quick goals to open up a gap that was in the end unsurmountable from Bloomsbury. It was the University of Liverpool who held on for the win. What a game we've seen here. It's University of Liverpool 6, Bloomsbury 4. Looking forward to seeing those goals from the second half. As we watch the goals from the match, it was Bloomsbury who struck first. It was a lovely little move from Aldine, and it was McGreevy's first goal, popping up on top of the D. Bloomsbury did make the better start. They seem to be the team with the momentum in the first half. It was the University of Liverpool captain, Moran, who struck back for Liverpool. Just fell to her nicely, and she snap shot, caught the Bloomsbury goalkeeper a little not set. And then it was, again, this time the Bloomsbury defence not set in for a corner. Liverpool took the lead 2-1 before McGreevy stepped up with her second goal of the match. Again, arriving, the timing of her runs today was outstanding. Just awareness of where the ball was going to arrive on top of the D, and that made it 2-2. It was then McGreevy again completing her hat-trick. Lovely awareness of where the space was. She rolled inside, got a bit lucky at the end, but completed her hat-trick. And as I say, at that point, it was all Bloomsbury with the momentum. And then the University of Liverpool got a little bit of a fortunate bounce. Were able to strike back. Lovely finish there from Slade to make it 3-3. And that was with the score at the break. We really did have a futsal match on our hand. Just unfortunately for Bloomsbury, coughing up possession too easily there on the top of the D, and it was Ogden who punished them the first time. And then not long after, they did really well again to press high. This time it was Camp chasing possession when she was sort of on her own. Again, Bloomsbury just giving up possession where they really can't afford to do so, and punished again. And then just a minute later, lovely little futsal goal. And there was no coming back for Bloomsbury from there. So that was how the result finished. It was the University of Liverpool 6 and Bloomsbury Futsal 4. What a game of futsal, but don't go anywhere. In just a minute we have another really intriguing game coming up for you as we see Worcester taking on Southampton Aztecs. Don't go anywhere. Good afternoon and welcome back to Derby for this Tier 1-2 promotion relegation day. Today we have the second match between Worcester Futsal and Southampton Aztecs. If you've just joined us, we just had the University of Liverpool winning 6-4 over Bloomsbury Futsal, but we're about to get underway here in the second match of the day, and we'll start with the Worcester side. Starting five: Amy Wathen, Holly Rogers, Sammy Hallsworth, Kerry Walklett and Jade Grove. And the substitutions are Laura Dodwell and Fionn James. And it's Luciana Silva in charge from the side. Over to the Southampton side. And the starting five, we have Elizabeth Stanley in goal. Rebecca Moody, Kaylee Tonks, Rebecca Tonks, the sisters who have had an outstanding season. And Catherine Heath. And then as on the subs, it's Nicola Curtis, Rebecca High, and coach William Wilson. So that's how the two teams will line up. Just going through their final preparations before we get underway. It's been a great day of futsal. It's a big day for futsal in the United Kingdom. We're here in Derby with some tight relegation playoff matches, really important games. Just down the road in Worcester, we've seen already today the Tier 1 Women's Final, and that was taken out by Birmingham Futsal, who beat Helvetia 4-2 in an absolute humdinger of a game. Helvetia Women's went the whole season unbeaten. They were really the team to beat, hot favourites. And from the outside, I don't think there would have been too many people who predicted the upset, but that's futsal, baby, and Birmingham stepped up and showed absolute desire, and they came out your 2021-22 National Futsal Series champions, and how they must be feeling right now. I mentioned earlier they were without their key player Alicia Miller. I know she was right up there for Golden Boot throughout the season. I'm not quite sure how that finished, but they were missing her, and the girls have just rallied together. Great result for Birmingham. And then it's the men's turn this afternoon, live on BT Sport. I think you've got Michael Scubala calling the game. I believe they're going through the Tier 2 playoff, the Tier 2 final at the moment, which, if I'm right, it's Chelsea Football Foundation versus Loughborough Students. Chelsea Football Foundation took out the Tier 2 men's South competition. Runners up in that competition were Wessex, and they crossed over, and it was the Loughborough Students who have found their way to the final and will take on Chelsea. I think that game might be happening now, and then that'll be followed by the 2021-22 Tier 1 men's final. It's Helvetia again. This time in the men's they'll be taking on Manchester. And that's this afternoon live on BT Sport. I know lots of the futsal community from around the country travelling to Worcester to watch that match live, and thousands more tuning in live on BT Sport. The coverage this year has been outstanding, both with BT Sport and the live stream on the YouTube. Really good reward for a small-sided game. A strong futsal community here in the United Kingdom, and the sport getting the profile it deserves. And it continues here today in Derby, as we have Worcester lining up in the white and Southampton Aztecs lining up in the green. First of all, we'll have some formalities. Everyone going with the fist bump today. It's been a real point of contention post-COVID. You know, pre-COVID everyone was high fives, and then the fist bumps came in, and now you get sort of a mix of fist bumps and high fives, but everyone's gone for the fist bump today. Referees will inspect the goals. As I say, if you just joined us, it was a quality game of futsal earlier today here in Derby between Bloomsbury Futsal and the University of Liverpool. It was Bloomsbury who took the lead before the lead did actually change another 2 or 3 times. It was a tightly contested match, but it was the University of Liverpool who came out on top in the end. 6 goals to 4, and the game really had it all. It was 10 goals, high pressing, structured futsal, some great technique. We saw a red card. Liverpool held on, didn't concede with 3 players, forced to play out the final 6 minutes with no subs. But they showed great character. Now the captains will do the coin toss, and just as they do that, I for the first time have realised that Worcester are today without a goalkeeper, or without a recognised goalkeeper, because I see Kerry Walklett has donned the fly goalkeeper shirt. And actually now I look to their bench, they have another 5 of them lined up, so I wonder if the goalkeeper's unavailable, and we are going to see a lot of people have a turn in goal today for Worcester. So keep an eye on that dynamic and how Luciana manages that. I've only just got to observe Luciana this season, but she definitely seems like a coach with a plan. And I think today is no different, just another challenge to overcome. So we're just about underway here, and it'll be the Aztecs in green to kick off. And we're live, it's direct. Southampton saying, we want to play the game down in your half. It's Southampton in possession, keeping the ball well, trying to find a ball through the middle of the court. Worcester were creeping, but they've obviously got a line that they're trying to press towards. And now it comes away with Worcester. Chance. It was Amy Wathen who broke on the right flank. A shot blocked, and it'll be a Worcester kick in on the near side. Elizabeth Stanley in goal today for Southampton, where their regular goalkeeper was injured a few weeks ago. Good to see the depth in the side. So straight away you can see Worcester, they are without a recognised goalkeeper, so they have decided they're not even going to try to rely on their goalkeeping ability. They're going to play to their strengths, and they've gone fly goalkeeper from the get-go. And now I actually think back to the warm-up I was watching them do. They were practicing fly goalkeeper, playing fly goalkeeper. So it's obviously a problem that they were well aware of. They've prepared for it, and they have a plan that they're trying to execute. Here's Wathen. Walklett. Worcester just trying to keep possession, be patient with the ball. They've got a superior number of court players in the opposition half at the moment. 5v4. Lovely little 1-2. Walklett makes her way back to goal. And now it's Aztecs in possession. And the pass this time from Catherine Heath just goes out of court. So Worcester back into fly goalkeeper. something to note about when a team does play fly goalkeeper for a whole half. The ball does end up staying in court a lot longer than it normally does, and the clock does seem to get away on you a little bit, so just keep an eye on this half running a bit quicker than you're used to. As the ball fell to Stanley, and it was good technique. Obviously Walklet out of goal, and she's had a shot, but it's gone wide. So what an intriguing match we have here. It's going to be the patience and composure of Worcester versus the speed and counter-attack and directness of Southampton. Worcester have to be clinical, they have to be exact. Any little mistakes can be punished. They can pay the ultimate price with no goalkeeper in goal. Here is Walklet. Now Walklet has to get back. Little misunderstanding there, it's a kick in for Rebecca Moody on the far side. She too plays her goalkeeper. Southampton in possession, just trying to set up an attack, just being patient. Misunderstanding there between the Tonks sisters. A little bit of friendly debate between the two sisters. Now it's with Worcester. A shot, and again it's a chance for the goalkeeper. Stanley disappointed there. You really get the feeling Elizabeth Stanley is the player you want in goal for Southampton Aztecs today. She's got really good awareness of Walcott being out of goal, great technique, and as soon as she gets an opportunity she's going direct, and I would not be surprised if we see her name on the score sheet at some stage today. There's Watham. Linking up with Rogers on this near side. Little misunderstanding in defence there from Worcester between Rogers and Grove. Here's Tonks. Ball to Tonks. Well defended by Watham. 4.5 minutes gone here in the first half. It's Worcester 0, Southampton 0. Here's Tonks and Tonks. Southampton keeping possession, happy to go backwards to maintain the ball. Now looking to drive. Channel opens up in the middle of the court. Attempt of a three on the line, but it's cut out, and now it falls to the Worcester captain, but she just can't quite keep the ball in play. And it's with Stanley. Here is Grove. Links up with Rogers. Long range strike from Rogers, but it's easy pickings for Elizabeth Stanley. Now it's with Walklet. Here's Rogers. Watham. Back to Rogers, a combination we've seen time and time again this season. Chance here for Tonks. And it's a goal. Well, there you go. It's what we were talking about. Worcester really don't have the luxury of being inaccurate today. They have to be exact. Any little mistake, and it was just a little mistake, not in a dangerous area, but Tonks picked the ball up and was quick to punish them. And that's the opening goal of the match. Southampton take the lead 1-0 here in Derby. Worcester again trying to just stamp their dominance on this match, but they're unable to do so. Southampton really setting quite a high aggressive line, forcing misplaced passes like that one. It's good to watch so far from Southampton. They're not allowing Worcester to take control of this match. Often you'll see when defending fly, a team will sit deep in their own half. Chance here for Tonks. Saved from Walklett. And it's Worcester who come away again. You can see there Southampton setting quite a high line. It's higher risk, but if you can do it effectively, you don't allow Worcester to get into shooting range, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get within shooting range. Hallsworth has her shot blocked, but wins a kick in. Here's Walklett. Driving through, trying to create a channel. It's a long range shot, and not really the type of shot you're trying to create with an extra player. I think Amy Wathen just getting a little frustrated from that deep fixo position and opting just to go herself. Tonks' pass is cut out. Seven and a half minutes played here in Derby. Southampton 1, Worcester 0. Here's Southampton building a lovely ball to the back post to Tonks. It's Tonks with the kick in on the far side. It was a lovely ball cut straight through the heart of the Worcester defence. Another ball to the back post from Tonks. She really looks the dangerous player out there for Southampton. That ball flashed across the face of goal. There was a player at the back post. It was just had a little too much on it. Rogers and Watham having a tactical discussion here on the near side, and you love to see it. They're really trying to create an opportunity. Walklett drives inside and her shot goes wide. It's an element of the game that you love to see, don't you? It's almost that point guard role in basketball where the player, as they move up the court, starts organising the attack that they want to set. There they wanted to do a target flank. The flanker opted to make a direct run and create some spaces. This time for Tonks. What a save from Walklett. This time the understanding was there between the Tonks sisters. And I say sisters, I'm not actually 100% sure. It might just be a happy coincidence, but I'm going to run with it. It's good understanding between the two. Ball fired, and this time again a three in a line. Great strike. Walklett being asked to do far more than she'd like. Worcester do well to dodge a bullet. And if you're a Worcester fan, you really would like to see them score sometime soon, just to settle the team into the game and reinforce the tactical decisions that they've made. Wathan playing very deep in that fixer role. She's trying to provide cover, but arguably could step forward to be a little more positive and aggressive with her support. Because here now she's in shooting range. And that's where you want to see Amy Watham shooting the ball from. It's a Worcester corner. Walcott makes the run. Step over, 3 in a line. She's got Rogers on this near side. Ball fizzed into the back post. The run just wasn't there. It is asking a lot out of Walcott, the goalkeeper. Here's Tonks. Happy to keep possession at the moment, Southampton, before they find that ball into the middle. They can't keep the ball, and it's a kick in for Worcester at half court as they send Kerry Walcott forward again. And they try to create another movement from this fly goalkeeper. Here's Watham. Rogers. Watham over to Walcott. 1-on-1. Cuts inside. She does that so well, doesn't she, Kerry Walcott? Cuts in on her right foot. Tries to isolate her defender. It's a direct ball from Watham. It's high risk stuff from Fixo when you're playing fly, playing direct into your pivot, but escape any punishment this time, and it's Southampton coming away again. It's Nicola Curtis linking up with Rebecca Moody. Here is Moody, goes direct, cut out by Watham. But Curtis does well. Now it's with Tonks, lovely footwork. Kaylee Tonks showing some great technique there before Southampton give possession away. And just like that, 10.5 minutes gone here in this first half. It's Southampton 1, Worcester 0. Very even game so far, two very different tactical approaches. And that's the beauty of the sport. Lots of different ways to skin a cat, and two being shown out here today, and they're coming up very even. It's be a goal throw for Elizabeth Stanley, but it's a timeout called by Southampton. Just over 9 minutes to play here in this first half. And it's coach, sorry, the name escapes me, William Wilson. Apologies, William. Coach Wilson, who feels like he's seen enough. He's been able to observe the fly goalkeeper for 10 minutes and wants to pass on those observations to his team. You can see Moody, I think it is there, giving some instructions on what they need to be aware of and how they need to deal with that defense, deal with that fly attack. Seems to be a real collaborative approach there from Southampton. Just some final instructions there for Elizabeth Stanley. Here is Stanley. She goes long, but it's cut out by Watham. Here is Amy Watham. Again, linking up with Rogers. And again, it's Walcott on the far side. Rogers' ball cut out, but they do well to stay high, Worcester, and win themselves the kick in on this near side, and it'll be Rogers. She's got Watham in support. We see Watham shooting often from here. This time she opts to make a pass, and it's Grove in the pivot role. She does that so well, does Grove. Hasn't really been given the opportunity today in this tactical system. But when she can get centrally and be one-on-one, she's really effective. Here's Stanley. And And this time it's high and wide from Stanley. Watham and Rogers. Again, Southampton setting that high line, just disrupting this Worcester fly attack. Now they get a chance through Walcliffe. Still there with Walcliffe. Great ball to the back post. Had a lot on it, and just too much for Grove to bring down. It was about shin height, which is never pleasant. But I think that movement we just saw from Worcester is probably one that we'll see a little more often. Southampton quite happy to deal with the traditional fly goalkeeper setup where they're just trying to play the ball around the outside. But once Worcester occupy the middle of the court, it becomes a little more difficult. They can then be punished. They can then punish Southampton for setting such a high line. One to watch as Moody to pull the strings again. Here's Tonks looking for the back post. Watham there as always. Here's Rogers. Pass is a little miss off the mark. It's Tonks. Moody. Southampton again, keeping the ball. Get into this sort of stalemate position where Worcester are happy to let Southampton have the ball in front of them. And they win it back this time and they get Walcliffe over halfway. Here she is on the ball. This is Watham. Now a nice little movement, bit of space. I see Watham just step a little higher there. They've gained the advantage. This fly goalkeeper, they're trying to create shooting opportunities within shooting range, and that time they did break the line. They were in that final third, but when they played deep out to Watham, it just relieved that pressure. Misunderstanding here, and now Southampton have an opportunity. Southampton still committing numbers forward. Chance here for Tonks. Goal! This time it's Rebecca Tonks. It was Kaylee Tonks who scored the first one. And this time it's Rebecca Tonks who's pressed the ball high really well. She's had Nicola Curtis there in support. And just like the Kaylee Tonks finish, it's a toe poke past the fly goalkeeper. And Southampton find themselves 2 goals up with 6 minutes 20 to play here in this first half. So not quite going to plan so far for Worcester. You have to say they were probably the favoured team coming into this match. They're playing quite a different tactical match today as it falls again for Southampton, and they almost go again. Shot there just gone wide from Molly Sumner. This is the rescue run when you play fly. The margins of error are minuscule. Here's Watham again. Walcliffe, 1-on-1. Tracks 2 players. There's got to be space somewhere. They find it, but the quality's just lacking. Here's Walcliffe. Does really well, does Kerry Walcliffe. There's a lovely little cannon to beat her defender. And the ball, she found the ball on her left foot, but it was dealt with easily by Stanley. Here come Worcester again. This is Walcliffe. There's Watham. Again, it's long range from Watham. And she does what she's done all season. Strikes the ball from distance and finds the back of the net. Brilliant strike there from Amy Watham. It's not plan A by any stretch from Worcester. She's shooting from, she receives it on halfway, Amy Watham. And it's just bodies in the way of Elizabeth Stanley. Makes it a little more difficult to deal with, and Amy Wathen, when she hits it, it stays hit. Just what Worcester needed to get back into this game. They almost went a third goal down, and they've gone up the other end and peeled one back, and now with 4.5 minutes to play in this first half, it's Southampton 2, Worcester 1, and momentum with Worcester. Another chance, still there for Worcester. Hallsworth being hassled. Have to be careful here, Worcester. And Laura Dodwell on the court now for Worcester as well. She's done really well since she's been on. Just composure here on this near side. Here is Dodwell. Links up with the goal scorer, Wathen, who finds Walklett. Walklett again looking to cut inside. You love to see it. She's just trying to isolate her defender out there. This is the risk they run though. Dodged a bullet this time, and what a strike! Great save from Elizabeth Stanley, but it was an amazing strike there from Sammy Hallsworth. She caught all of it. It was a reflex save from Stanley. Here's Wathen 1-on-1, has to be careful. It's cut out, chance here for Southampton, but Worcester win the ball. Stanley goes direct. Not happy with the player in front of her. I think there was a little bit of friendly banter between Stanley and the defending Worcester player. Well appreciated on the far side by the Southampton bench. Tussled for the ball, and it comes out with Walklett. And she does the right thing and plays it back to Wathen, who is temporarily occupying the goal. Dodwell, cross-court pass. There's Dodwell again, and a bit of space. Chance, still there for Worcester. Still not cleared from Southampton. There was a little fight for the ball, and the call went the way of Southampton and the Tonks sisters. Here is Tonks. Goes direct, and lovely layoff, not intended, but I'll call it. It was a great ball, direct, over the top from Rebecca Tonks, found Kaylee Tonks, who linked up with Curtis fortuitously. 2 minutes 42 to play in the first half. Moody with a strike, and it wasn't far away. I'm not sure Kerry Walklett quite had the length in the fingertips to get to that one if it was on target. Here comes Wathen, looking to launch another attack through Walklett. Just trying to break that first line, and they do through Dodwell. Dodwell doing really well at the moment to receive the ball beyond that highest defender, what we call breaking the line. But she's given up possession here. Southampton had an opportunity, but it was snuffed out and dealt with by Wathen. Here's Tonks. She's got Moody in support, and she uses her. Draws two defenders and finds Tonks, who links up with Tonks. And it's a kick in on the near side. Kaylee Tonks to take the kick in. Plays to Rebecca Tonks. Here's Moody. Overload. Chance here for Tonks. Opts for the pass to the back post. It was 50-50 probably there whether she should shoot or try to find Curtis at the back post. She opted for the pass, and it was cut out. Still an opportunity here for Southampton with 1:40 to play in the first half. Here's Tonks in a lot of space. Still there for Tonks. Now it's with Moody. Finds Tonks, who lays it off to Tonks. This is Moody. Save from Walcliffe. She has to be brave, and she is. Again, Walcliffe. Yeah, I mean, she would have known what she was signing up for, or being forced to do, but she's probably doing more work than she would have liked. Watham again and going long. Chance here for Stanley. Stanley just starting to become frustrated with herself. You can see she's got the technique and ability to punish Southampton, but just hasn't found the target yet. Worcester riding their luck a little bit. You can see the risk that Watham takes when she shoots from distance. When it's good, it's really good. But if it's not 100% accurate, then she opens the back door for a long-range shot. This time it's Worcester calling a timeout with just under a minute to play. Chance for Luciana to just quickly jump in and see if she can work something, I would imagine, to try to get equal before half-time. Maybe she's just trying to solve a defensive problem. There's a timer for the end of the timeout. It's just a minute that teams get. Both coaches get one timeout per half. Really nice characteristic of the game. As a coach, so many opportunities to influence the game. Not that it's all about the coaches, but it really does add a massive tactical element. It's an opportunity to completely change players, formations, systems, kill momentum. So much opportunity to influence the game as a coach, which is why they're so important in our game. This is Watham with 50 seconds on the clock. Trying to occupy, maybe players trying to occupy the middle of the court. Watham waiting for the runs. Godwell. Pass is cut out. One change I can see there from Worcester is after the timeout is they're trying to get someone to come into the middle and disrupt that defence. And that's what Watham's waiting for, that trigger. But it's too easy a moment for Southampton because the ball's not really in any dangerous area, although they're starting to come forward now and pressure's relieved again. It's 3 seconds on the clock. She'll have a shot. And that'll be it for the first half here in Derby. An unconventional first half with Worcester without a recognised goalkeeper, throwing the shirt to Kerry Walcliffe, who's had to play fly goalkeeper the whole first half. Southampton took the lead. They were up 2-0, but Worcester have managed to peel one back. And let's have a look at the goals from the first half. First one did come from just a little mistake. What would usually be a normal mistake, but just punished without a goalkeeper for Worcester. And then the second goal came from pressure high up the court. Southampton lost the ball, but they were already high, so it was Curtis and Tonks who stayed high. They won the ball and they punished Worcester. That was the second goal that gave them the 2-goal lead. And at that stage, Worcester was starting to get a little bit worried, and so Watham thought it was about time. She launched one of her cannons. You can see there she's very deep, receiving on halfway, shooting from distance, but finding the back of the net, and what a strike from Amy Watham. So those were the goals from the first half. as it stands, Southampton 2, Worcester 1. Make sure you join us back here in just over 10 minutes for the second half. Don't go anywhere.
Thought we were going to be without pictures.
You know, it's operate camera.
Yeah, funny before. You see, I'd look at the...
Welcome back to the second half. Here in Derby, it's Southampton in the green leading, Worcester in the white, 2-1. If you're just joining us, I'll fill you in. Worcester do not have a recognised goalkeeper on their side today, as Warcliffe fires one into the back post. So Coach Luciana has set them up in fly goalkeeper for the whole match, with mixed results in the first half. Southampton had 2 good opportunities and they took them both, as Watham's shot just slides to the near post. And Southampton were leading 2-0 before. It was Amy Watham whose long-range strike beat Stanley in goal. Here she is again, Watham finding Warcliffe, who lovely cut in. I was talking about it in the first half. Warcliffe's ability, what she does so well is she keeps the width of the court, stays really wide, draws the defender out, and then her first touch inside makes the most of that space she's created. We look to see it again. Here's Watham finding Warcliffe. Just keeping the defender in 2 minds. Dangerous for Worcester as Southampton almost come away with it, but it's lovely footwork from Worcester to secure possession. Chance here for Rogers. Save from Stanley and she rolls Tonks. Tries to link up with Tonks. And just speaking of Warcliffe, it was Warcliffe who was wearing the fly goalkeeper shirt in the first half, but that's been changed. It's now Fionn James in the number 11, and Warcliffe's back in her outfield, or out court shirt. Here's Watham, and here is Warcliffe breaking the line. Chance here for Warcliffe. She's done well again to cut inside. Southampton break. Grove back in that familiar pivot position. They've given the ball away, Worcester. Great vision to the back post. It was Moody who went route 1. She saw the run of Curtis. It was great vision there from Moody. Curtis did well to get onto it. Just couldn't quite guide it on goal. And now it's Worcester again. Watham pulling the strings from that fixer position, as she has done all match and all season for Worcester. James. Watham again with a long range shot. Forces the save from Stanley. And again I say it's not plan A from Worcester, but when you've got the shooting prowess of Amy Watham at fixo, then why not? Dinked ball just about cut out from Tonks. Oh, lovely from Warcliffe. Little fake shot. Doesn't quite create enough space. She had Tonks defending her. A really active defender is Kaylee Tonks. Really mobile on the court. Covers a lot of ground. She is the target this time. Can't quite lay it off to Rebecca Tonks. This is Watham linking up with James. They're joined out there by Rogers and Grove. Really strong 5 out there at the moment for Worcester. So too with Southampton, with Kaylee and Rebecca Tonks, Moody and Curtis, and Stanley in goal. Here's Watham. Now she's in shooting range. Nice little roll and toe from Holly Rogers, but it's wide at the near post. Here's Moody. Worcester sitting in half court. Happy to let Southampton have the ball in their own half. Tonks plays and cuts. Receives the ball back, just occupied the middle of the court well there, Tonks. Trying to create half a yard to get a shot off, but it's dealt with well by Amy Watham. Watham really been a linchpin in that fixo position for Worcester. Her and Walklett so far played every minute of the match, and you get the feeling it's probably not going to change. Lovely ball to the back post. Well taken by Curtis. Great timing of her run. It's a good futsal goal. It's a simple movement but very effective. Just a little touch, ball to the back post by Tonks, and Curtis timed her run superbly to arrive in front of her defender. And Southampton regained their 2-goal advantage. Here's Walklett trying to make something happen. Wonder if it's going to be that player, Gary Walklett, who gets Worcester back into this game, although Grove with a well-timed movement to the top of the D. Difficult angle. Gets the direction right, but just too high this time. And now Southampton. Looking to break down this half-court defence from Worcester. There's a direct ball from Tonks over the top. Well, just the start that William Wilson would have wanted for Southampton. First to strike and a 2-goal advantage, and right now Southampton Aztecs are in the box seat. Long range shot from Walklett, it's blocked. She wins it back though, does Walklett, and wins her team the corner. What a battle that is here on the near side. Kerry Walklett coming up against Tonks, who's defending like an absolute champion. Well worked move there on the near side from Worcester. Shouts for something, I'm not sure what. Still there with Worcester. Watham long range. Falls to Walklett. Toe poke. Stanley does well to save that one with her feet. It's a little untidy from both teams as they wrestle for possession. Deflection off the Worcester player. Lands the ball with a Becca Moody kick in from deep in her own half. Though again, Worcester happy to let them have possession. Just trying to deny them space in their own half. Forcing them to be direct. They are direct, but they're successful this time. Southampton. Always a bit disheartening for Worcester there. You're asking them to play the $1 million ball and then they play it and it's successful. Great little movement inside. Moody just drifted inside and created half a yard for a shot, although it was blocked. It's still there for Southampton. Kelly Tonks with the corner. Ball just goes out of play. It's James who gets us underway. This is Watham. Walklett again breaking that line. Every time she's receiving the ball, she's beyond her defender. This time they try to go through the middle. There's space out on the near side for Walkland if they can get the ball to her. Not being marked. There she goes, cutting inside. You could just feel that was coming a mile away. Walkland was just lining that up. Almost second nature for her there. Knows the triggers so well. Receiving it wide. Fake shot, cut inside. This time she tries to link up with Grove on the near side and it goes out of play. It's Stanley to restart play from a goal throw. Kaylee Tonks plays direct, one-touch futsal, nice little pull push. Links up with Moody, does Becca Tonks. Here is Tonks. She's got two options, and again a nice little show and lay off. It's good to watch here from Southampton Aztecs. Catherine Heath, some lovely interplay there in that sort of pivot role. She's arriving in the middle of the court. The timing's outstanding. Just a little one-touch layoff, upsetting that Worcester defence. It's what they're trying to avoid, Worcester. They don't want them to play through them. And at the moment, Catherine Harris is just picking them off. Here's Tonks. Worcester win the ball back. Here's Walkler. She's got three players ahead of her. Just runs into too much traffic, and now it's with Tonks, who links up with... It's a fight for the ball in the D. It's not cleared yet. It was good interplay by Rebecca and Kaylee Tonks. A connection you would assume they've spent a lifetime building. Long range from Stanley, it's on target. And James has been forced into action. Stanley's loving every minute of that. Again, Rebecca and Kaylee Tonks linking up. It's good to sit, good to watch. Here's Moody. Tonks. Back to Moody. Southampton in the ascendancy at the moment. Happy to just keep possession anywhere on the court. As long as they have the ball, not Worcester, they're happy at the moment. Great little play from Harris. Great save from James. But what build-up play there from Southampton. And again, it was Catherine Harris just with the vision to arrive at the right time and then first touch layoff. She's causing all sorts of problems for Worcester out there at the moment. And Worcester do make some subs. Laura Dodwell back on the court on this near side. Here's Grove. Grove goes direct, chance for Stanley. The shot's wide. James now to Watham, and Southampton very happy to sit in their own half. 10.5 minutes to play. Here's Grove. That first half of the second half has just raced on by, as I said earlier in the match. When a team goes fly goalkeeper, you've got to keep an eye on that clock because it just gets away on you. Here's Dodwell. Space just opened up there for Dodwell. Usually we see Walklet there in that position, but she has earned herself a rest, and it's Dodwell there trying to get the shot off. Here's Watham. Cutout ball. Watham again. Hallsworth on in the middle of the court there now. Long range from Watham, and it's wide. Stanley goes long looking for Harris. It's cut out by Watham. 9 minutes 43 to play here in Derby. Harris. Sorry. Tonks. Moody. Now it's with Harris. That time she probably could have had a touch. slowed the game down a little bit. Now it's back with Worcester as they get James forward. She's forced into action as a pass was fired across to Rogers. She did well to keep the ball in play. Now they're in controlled possession. This is Watham. Hallsworth. Again from Hallsworth, just probably a little too much gravy on the last two passes. James goes over the top to Hallsworth, who shows desire to keep possession, but only temporarily as Worcester give away the ball, and it's Southampton again in possession. Unfortunately for Worcester, they just haven't created enough clear-cut chances today. They've had the numerical advantage. They've kept possession pretty well, but just haven't been able to create those opportunities they needed. There's still 8.5 minutes to play, a long time in futsal. Here's Watham. Now it's with James. Dodwell here on the near side. Back with James. Dodwell makes the cut run. Here's Rogers. Worcester just looking for an opportunity to play through. Just not opening up, and it's Southampton who come away. And all of the time, the clock just keeps on ticking for Worcester. That'll be a timeout called by Southampton, and a chance for all of us to catch our breath here in Derby. 12 minutes gone in the second half. Southampton, the team to score in the second half, so currently lead 3-1. And I think all the work really to be done by Worcester at the moment. If things carry on the way they are, they don't really look like they're going to break through the Southampton defence, so maybe an opportunity for the Worcester side to reassess some tactics. How can they take on a bit more risk to try and gain that reward they need? That's really what the equation is. As time runs away, going to have to start taking some risk to force chances out of nothing. Have to give a lot of credit to the Southampton side. They've looked an absolute unit out there today. Wilson must be very pleased with how his players are performing, both with and without the ball. But he will know that the job's not over. 8 minutes to play. We'll restart with Tonks here on the near side. This is Moody. Still possession with Southampton. Although the pass to Heath just rolls out of play. Here's Watham. Middle's opened up there for Grove, who's back on the court. Walk clip 2. Dodwell. Turn from Dodwell. She's double teamed on this near side. And the ball's just given up a little too cheaply there for Southampton. And it'll be a Worcester kick in. Southampton looking like they are just happy to absorb the pressure. Their defensive line has dropped even deeper since that timeout, which means Worcester are going to get a lot of possession. Can they use that possession to create some chances? Here's Watham with a long range shot. Falls to Tonks. Chance if she can. Actually, there wasn't a chance there because James has fallen back into goal. A little late to observe that, but I wonder if it's a slight tactical change from Worcester, and it does look like that. It looks like they've gone back to what they know. So just to confirm, it looks like Worcester aren't using their fly goalkeeper in possession at the moment. Sort of the opposite to what we're used to seeing, a team playing with 4v4 for most of the match and then utilising fly for the last 6. Well, they've used fly for the whole match and now they're going traditional for the last 6. And I think Luciano was probably in agreement that they weren't getting any joy with their fly keeper, you know, and they have had joy this season just playing, doing what they do well, using Grove in their pivot role. And straight away, Grove back in the game, and I think if Worcester are to get back in this, you're going to see Grove come more and more into this match. She's so effective in that pivot role. And now, without being trapped in the corner, she's got the freedom to get back into the game. Watham looks for Grove at the back post, but it's blocked by Moody. Spirited defending here from Southampton, and it's high fives all round. Here's Watham. Flick over the top. There's a little misunderstanding. Grove had come to the ball. 5 minutes to play. Southampton 3, Worcester 1. Kaylee and Rebecca Tonks linking up again. Great touch from Curtis. And great ball to the back post. And Heath just about puts the icing on what would have been a delicious cake. What a build-up play there from Southampton. It was total futsal, really. Fired into the back post, and Heath caught it, guided it on target, but it's come off the woodwork. Now it's Worcester with another chance down the other end. Still there for Worcester. Dodwell links up with Watham. Laura Dodwell again being double teamed. Four minutes to play. Heath looks direct for Tonks, who's in a battle for the ball. And Laura Dodwell comes out on top. Time ticking away here for Worcester. 2 goals down. Here's Grove. Did open up the option to shoot, but didn't take it. Finds Walklet. Can Walklet shoot? Brilliant defending here from Southampton. They've shown great desire and strike from Worcester just over the top. This Southampton team been impressed with the togetherness they've showed throughout the season, and it's really carrying them here at the moment. Lots of activity from the bench. Everyone throwing bodies in front of balls to stop the ball going into the back of the net. Now it's a good strike from Tonks, just wide. You just wonder if that one was on target, if it was a little too much to ask from the fly goalkeeper James. But it went wide. Just over 3 minutes to play. Now they do go back into fly. Here's Walklet. Ball with James. Saved from Stanley. And it's just gone wide from Stanley. Great awareness from Watham. Feel like she probably could have got a piece of that, but just felt she knew it was going wide. Here's Walklett. Suffocated by Tonks. And with 2 minutes and 39 seconds on the clock, Worcester have called a timeout. And it really is now or never time for Worcester. You can see through that last phase, they were mixing up how they were attacking. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide they're going to use for these last 2.5 minutes. The tactics board is out. There's a definite plan. But it really is all or nothing now. I'm just looking over to the Southampton bench and the whole team's up on their feet. Lots of input from lots of different people. Lots of clapping and high fives. They look spirited to the Southampton side, whereas Worcester look determined. If they could just get a goal here, Worcester get the feeling they're that sort of team. They get one, they get their tails up. Southampton would love to keep it at 3-1. Here's James, cut out by Tonks. She's been absolutely outstanding defensively today, Tonks. We know the threat that she offers in possession, but today she's been asked to do a job without the ball and she's stood up. Well, time challenge from Moody. Crucial challenge there from Moody. And it looks like they will continue with the fly goalkeeper Worcester for the last 2 minutes. Walklett again, one-on-one. Latham very deep. Clock keeps ticking. Going to have to be a little more direct at some point. We know the cliche of fly is to be patient, wait for the opportunity. But when you're 2 goals down, the other thing you've got to balance is the clock. Set it up. Set up a shot and try and get back in this game. I think Worcester would be stepping a little higher here, just happy to let Southampton keep the ball. They don't have the time to play with, although Walklett now winning the ball. Dangerous area. Crucial touch there from Rebecca Tonks. Here's Watham, fires it to the back post, but again it's Tonks who cuts it out. It's a 2-on-1. Can she lay the ball? Great little pass to Tonks. Opportunity. Saved from James. Tonks there had the chance, you'd say, to finish it. But James stood up well. Another corner for Southampton. It's desperate times now for Worcester as we enter the final minute. Now it's with Moody. Shot, and it's off the upright. Great strike from Rebecca Moody. James had no chance there. 47 seconds to play. Walklett links up with Watham. Rolls inside. Opts to shoot. Brilliant save from Stanley. Was not expecting Watham to shoot, neither was I, to be fair. I thought she would have played in Walklett, who was set and ready, caught everyone off guard and almost snuck it into the goal. 30 seconds to play. Ball to the back post. Watham was direct. I think those were the passes that we've sort of Worcester have lacked today, just those direct balls into the back post, people taking risks and getting there. 20 seconds to play. It's now or never from Worcester. With Grove. And Tonks, chance for Tonks. And it's just wide again from Tonks, but you'd have to think that they've done enough here, Southampton. 8 seconds on the clock, 2-goal lead. And seems like everyone in the building's of the same opinion. That's it here in Derby. Southampton with an absolutely outstanding performance, winning this fixture over Worcester 3-1. As we look back on the goals from the match. First goal was Southampton. Just a little half chance. Tonks was the first to react. Toe poke from inside her own half. And that got the ball rolling for Southampton. I think that first goal was so important today. Two teams playing a different style of futsal. And the first to score was going to be so important. And it was Southampton. They got the momentum. They scored the second through Tonks. Both Rebecca and Kaylee Tonks getting on the score sheet in the first half. Both toe pokes. And then it was Amy Watham. She played the full 40 minutes for Worcester today. As you can just see, they lacked a little bit of creativity, and it was Amy Watham who took it wonderfully. But it was more out of frustration than anything, shooting from range. And then what a set piece that was. Lovely time run to the back post, and Curtis put the final nail in the coffin. And those were the goals here in Derby. Two cracking futsal matches here today. We've seen the second match go the way of the Southampton Aztecs, 3-1 over Worcester. Thanks for joining our coverage today. Don't forget to join in too on BT Sport for the men's final coming up shortly. Until then, we'll see you next time.